Georgia, and it was like 80 degrees, but I don't think I have a favorite state so far. I think every state I've been to has been unique and amazing and awesome in its own way, and I know maybe that's a little like cliche or cheesy to say, but I really feel like it's true. There's something to love and appreciate in every place I've been. Like I said, being here at University of Minnesota's campus I think is so cool. I've flown into to MSP a lot. I've been here a lot, but I've never been out and about in Minnesota. So to be here for like my first Minnesota trip is super cool. I think I'm gonna be a Gophers fan. Let's say that.
Woo woo!
But it's been awesome. I've had an absolute blast here in Minnesota, and like I said, I think I've been to about 12 states as of now.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, anywhere from like I said, Georgia to New Hampshire to Nebraska and Illinois to up here in Minnesota. But each and every one has been awesome. So I've had a blast.
That's awesome. So with all that travel, what gets you rejuvenated? What gets you excited each time to go to another convention and make it not just a number, but something super special and intentional?
For sure. I think it's just the students I get to interact with. Like I said, like for me, being able to have that time to go and talk with students, whether it's, we're sitting in a holding room stressing out together, or we're going out to get donuts and just sit and talk and build relationships, like that to me is what is so exciting. Because I talked about that, the difference that each and every one of us has, especially in agriculture. Like we all come from a different area, a different realm of our industry, but we all are working towards that same thing in this blue jacket, to continue to promote agricultural education and to continue to build a better and brighter future for American agriculture. And so to hear these students how different we are and how different their experiences are from mine, but yet to have that pride and that joy that, hey, while we're different and while maybe we have different perspectives or ideas of what agriculture needs, we're still working to that common goal of building a better future for our industry and, quite frankly, for our world.
Oh, I really value that. Just knowing that there's a place for every single person and knowing that they are valued and validated, their thoughts, their ideas, their inspirations, their dreams. So that's cool that you have that passion and you're ready to invest in those individuals each time. So thank you for sharing that.
Now, Cole, I say it every time, but this is where we get the exclusive interviews. So we want to hear about where you're from, what inspired you to come here, but also I want you to tell us something you've never told anyone else here on air.
Well, I'm from Washington State, so I always joke, people think when I'm from Washington, like, oh, it rains a lot there. I mean, yes, there's some places that does rain, but I'm from southeastern Washington, about 15 minutes from the Idaho border, so basically in Idaho kind of, but I like to have that pride as a Washingtonian, I'll say that much. But no, I grew up in a very rural town of 2,000 people, a little town called Colfax. My family, they worked on a wheat farm. Whitman County is where I live. It's the nation's leading wheat producing county. So a lot of wheat operations, a lot of cattle operations, and my family partook in that. And so I grew up around it and developed that appreciation for our industry through the experience I gained with my grandparents, with my cousins, with my siblings. And that really was what started my passion for agriculture. And then my freshman year, it just seemed like a very natural transition to get involved in FFA, to get a blue jacket and to look for ways that I could continue to grow as a leader. Started off with the Creed competition, and this is probably something I've never said on air, but I really thought I was going to be a state champion Creed speaker. I lost out at districts, I'll tell you that. It was not my competition that year, not the way it was supposed to be, but I think that really taught me such a valuable lesson that I think every student probably learns once or twice in their blue jacket, is that failure is not final. When you choose to let failure be final, that's when it becomes final. But if you pick yourself up, you keep going, you keep striving for the better days through better ways, like it says in the FFA Creed, then those are bound to come. And so, that was probably one of the most valuable lessons I've learned, something that's really given me that grit to keep pushing onward through adversity, through failure. But like I said, my passion from agriculture, it stems from that family element. And definitely very cool to be at a state convention. Like I said, back to that, differences, we're all different, but I feel like at every state convention, in some sense, there's that family element. Like we are all a part of this greater thing called Minnesota FFA, and we all want to celebrate each other. We want to be competitive, we want to win, and we want to do our best. And so I think for me, that's a big reason why I wanted to run for national office, was to continue to celebrate everybody I encounter and to add to their lives and let them add to mine, and continue to build upon that family atmosphere that FFA provides to so many people.
Well, Cole, you talk a lot. You said the thing that you've never told anybody else. You lost in districts. I got so excited when I was doing Creed as a freshman. I took second to last. So I feel that, man. I get it. But hey, man, it's so great to have you here. And you talk about being a leader in Minnesota or in National FFA, and it's just you truly are. You're just an inspiration for a lot of people, and so it's really cool. Hey, man, we thank you so much for being on this show. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
For sure.
Thank you. Yes.
So Savannah, obviously you weren't able to make it here last night, but what is it like to be back in 3M Mariucci Arena?
I know, I was walking down the steps and I was just like, all the feels and chills, and it's so cool. Just, I'm taking it all in, and I'm so thankful. And knowing that it wasn't available to us later makes it even more special now. Just the intentionality behind it and knowing the deeper meaning of like, wow, this will always hold a special place in my heart. So what about for you?
Oh my God. I mean, it's very similar. You know, we've been here. I mean, me and you have probably been here 15 times together.
Yeah.
And so, like, to actually be here after 3 years not being here, it is insane. And it is so cool to be here. Just to actually see the students, to see the impact it has on them. Last night, we probably had, oh my gosh, I've never seen a first session so packed. The energy here is just insane. Being in that we've missed it for 3 years, what advice do you have to the state officer team? What advice do you have to the students that, you know, for the first time in a long time, they're actually back, and especially the state officers who are putting this on for the first time in 3 years?
Yeah, no, it's great. I would say be in the moment, cherish every memory that you have, and just be very intentional with the people that you want to reach out to, because we don't know when something's going to be taken away, and also those people will be with you no matter what. And so I just say cherish the memories here. They'll last you a lifetime, and then also just more than the memories, the people too. So that's something that I would say. What about for you?
I mean, well, you just keep talking about the answer. No, I think it's for real. I think just seeing the state staff work, watching our supporters, our foundation, our state officers, they have done such a great job bringing this in. I was talking to the executive director of the Minnesota FFA Foundation, Val Arsvold, and we were just chatting about convention, and she talked about how although this is the same convention, it's brand new to everyone. It's brand new. Even the things we're doing the exact same.
Crazy, yeah.
It's brand new. And so just adapting to that and making it happen. But I tell you what, with all this prep work, it doesn't matter until the students show up. I mean, that's what this has always been about. It's why the foundation exists, is to support students in agriculture education. And so to see these blue jackets and the bright faces wearing them, you can't complain with that, Savannah. That's what I love about it.
I was going to say that, just youth development. I'm an extension educator with 4-H, so youth development is mega. Like, to know that these youth have their ag teachers, have those positive adult figures in their life is so essential, and it's so neat just being able to hear that and know that they're being guided by people that are just positive mentors in their life. So
that's a good idea. Let's do a segment. Let's get to know our co-host, Savannah Honored. Savannah, this is exclusive interviews. What's something you've never said before in life?
Well, you can't do that to me.
Oh, I just did.
I got bucked off my horse the day before my sections track meet, and I never told my coach.
That's what we like. Well, hey, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to the Minnesota FFA State Convention pre-show. Tune in 30 minutes before every session to watch Savannah and I make fools of ourselves here on this stage, have exclusive interviews with some of the greatest people here at the 3M Mariucci Arena. And we are so excited to have you guys watch this session where we'll be talking about proficiencies. We'll see your retiring address and all those wonderful things. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Now an additional $1,500 bonus cash on top of all public offers. See your dealer for a Ford built for you, by you. Your Northland Ford dealers thank you for making Ford the best-selling brand in the Twin Cities region.
Many a dream has died, like a tree planted by the water, we never will run dry. So living water flowing through, God
If you are a chapter delegate, please make your way down to the floor session, regions 1 through 6. If you are region 7 and 8, you'll find your
Into your word, we're digging deep to know our Father's heart. Into the world, we're reaching out to show them who you are. So living water flowing through, God, we thirst for more of you. Fill our hearts and flood our souls with one desire. Just to know you and to make you known. We lift your name on high. Shine light.
This is a final announcement. If you are a chapter delegate, please find your place on the floor or in section 20 for Region 7 and 8. If you are an award finalist, please find yourself on this side in the bleachers. Thank you.
Yourself and be kind to your soul. Celebrate, find your
past year has led to this. Welcome to the 93rd Minnesota FFA State Convention.
FFA members and guests, make some noise and get on your feet for your 2021-2022 Minnesota FFA State Officer Team. Your State Sentinel from the GFW Pioneer Express FFA chapter, Bailey Peterson. State reporter from Triton FFA, Anna Ridenauer.
USA, you were born to rage, so come on!
Your state treasurer from the Rockford FFA chapter, Kyle Thomas. State Secretary from Randolph FFA, Nicole Koziolek. Your State Vice President from the Thief River Falls FFA chapter, Wyatt Elverson. Minnesota FFA State President from the Martin County West FFA chapter, Emily Mateka.
The convention hall will come to order. We are now holding the second general session of the 93rd Minnesota State FFA Convention. Vice President Halverson, are all officers at their stations?
I shall call the roll of officers, determine if they are at their stations, and report back to you, President Mateka. Sentinel Peterson.
Stationed by the door.
Your duties there?
Through this door pass many friends of the FFA. It is my duty to see that the door is open to our friends at all times and that they are welcome. I care for the meeting room and paraphernalia. I strive to keep the room comfortable and assist the president in maintaining order.
Reporter Ridenauer.
The reporter is stationed by the flag.
Why by the flag?
As the flag covers the United States of America, so I strive to inform the people in order that every man, woman, and child may know that the FFA is a national organization that reaches from the state of Alaska to the Virgin Islands and Maine to Hawaii.
Treasurer Thomas.
Stationed at the emblem of Washington.
Your duties there?
I keep a record of receipts and disbursements just as Washington kept his farm accounts, carefully and accurately. I encourage thrift among the members and strive to build up our financial standings through savings and investments. George Washington was better able to serve his country because he was financially independent.
Secretary Koziolek.
Stationed by the ear of corn.
Your duties there?
I keep an accurate record of all meetings and correspond with other secretaries wherever corn is grown and FFA members meet.
Advisor Sheehan.
Here by the owl.
Why stationed by the owl?
The owl is a time-honored emblem of knowledge and wisdom. Being older than the rest of you, I'm asked to advise you from time to time as the need arises. I hope that my advice will always be based upon true knowledge and ripen with wisdom. Vice President Halverson, why do you keep a plow at your station?
The plow is a symbol of labor and tillage of the soil. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much. My duties require me to assist at all times in directing the work of our organization. I preside over meetings in the absence of our president, whose place is beneath the rising sun.
And why is the president so stationed?
The rising sun is a token of a new era in agriculture. If we will follow the leadership of our president, we shall be led out of the darkness of selfishness and into the glorious sunlights of brotherhood and cooperation. President Matejka, all officers are at their stations.
Thank you, Vice President Halverson. The Secretary will now call the roll of members.
There are 4,136 members and guests registered, President Matejka.
Thank you. FFA members, why are we here? To practice brotherhood, honor agricultural opportunities and responsibilities, and develop those qualities of leadership which an FFA member should possess. May we accomplish our purposes. I now declare this the second general session of the 93rd Minnesota State FFA Convention duly open to the transaction of business or attention to any matters which may properly be presented. And now let's meet our Session 2 chairs.
Please welcome your Session 2 chairs, Wyatt Halverson, Emily Matejka, and Bailey Peterson.
Welcome to Minnesota FFA Live.
We are so excited to bring you a live show full of FFA members, fun activities, and even more fun memories. So lean back and enjoy the show.
As we start off our competition today, we are going to have 3 teams. One representing our state officers, one representing our FFA advisors,
there you go,
and one representing your very own FFA members. As we start off our competition, our first contestants are going to be put to the ultimate test. Please help welcome our first contestants to the stage for Ag Ed Trivia.
From our state officer team, we have Kyle Thomas. And from our, you guys are new, so introduce yourself, please. From our member team, we have. Say your name.
I'm Lily Thompson.
Emily Thompson.
Lily
Lily
Thompson.
Lily Thompson.
All good.
I'm Lily Thompson.
There we go. And from our
From Wilmer.
And from our advisor team, we have.
I'm Mrs. Breeny, also from Wilmer.
Woo!
All right, are we ready for our first question?
Born ready.
All right, so our rules are as follows. So you will hear a series of 3 questions. And so after we are done reading the question and the choices, whichever team raises their hand first will have the chance to answer the question. If you get the question correct, your team will get 1 point. If you're incorrect, your team will get no points. Now, if the question was answered incorrectly, the remaining 2 teams will have the chance to steal. Whichever the remaining teams has their hand in the air first can steal, and if you are correct, 1 point. If incorrect, no points.
All right, first question. Which of these large agricultural businesses are headquartered in Minnesota? Either A, Land O'Lakes, B, Jenny-O Turkey Store, or C, CHS Senex Harvest Station Team Advisor?
It's all of them.
You're right, it is all of the above. Agriculture
Where were you on
is a
that one,
big
Lily?
industry.
All right, your second question is, Olivia, Minnesota is home to a 50-foot monument of which Minnesota crop? FFA member team.
Corn.
Absolutely, good job.
Yes, that is correct. All right, our competition is tied so far, so let's see if this last question sways it. All right, our final question. How many ag teachers are there in the state of Minnesota? Is it A, 200, B, 315, or C, 345? Ooh, I think Kyle had his hand up first.
200.
Nope, that is incorrect. FFA members.
Is it B?
It is B. Congratulations. I'll take your mic.
So far, our FFA members are winning our FFA Lab competition, but we'll see how it shakes out in our coming rounds.
Big congratulations. We definitely have some competitive Minnesotans here, I'd say.
For sure. And you know, our FFA Lab game show is much like the excitement we can find right here in FFA for Minnesota, right? Whether it's using skills FFA members have learned in FFA or seeding opportunities for the futures, our FFA members have experienced so many winning moments.
Tonight, we are going to honor some of our FFA members and how they thrive through supervised agricultural experiences, hear from our friends Kyle and Nicole as they deliver their retiring addresses, and learn our National Chapter Award finalist results.
I'd say all of that is at least worth a new car. But before we get to our next competition, we're excited to have someone who would definitely ace any trivia pertaining to education. We're excited to welcome our Commissioner of Education, Ms. Heather Mueller, to the stage. Everyone, please give it up for Dr. Heather Mueller.
Hello. Congratulations. Thank you very much for having me. Well, good afternoon. I'm Minnesota's Education Commissioner, Heather Mueller, and thank you so much for inviting me to your convention. It's such an honor to be here with you in person. At last year's virtual sessions, I was able to send a short video, but I can honestly tell you this is so much better than being on a video. On behalf of the Minnesota Department of Education, I want to congratulate all of you and all of our students here today on your accomplishments in the classroom, in FFA, and beyond. Your commitment to advancing your education and supporting your community is admirable. Our state is better because each of you, each and every one of you, is making a difference. I want to give a very special thank you to everyone who's next going to be stepping up to pursue a career in education. It's thrilling to see so many of them commit to the next step today by ensuring that we have ag educators in our classrooms in the years to come. Our school communities need our ag educators, and we know that they are going to be ready to accept you into these positions with open arms. At the Minnesota Department of Education, as we think about our work, we always strive to center our students. Through our Due North Education Plan, which was created in partnership with Governor Tim Walz and Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan, we are working hard to ensure that each and every student has access to a high-quality education. We will need all of our caring and qualified educators in this profession to help us reach our goals. And agriculture education, especially organizations like FFA, are so important for our communities and across the state. We all know that our lives are dependent on agriculture. The work of our farmers, our florists, our ranchers, our botanists, our engineers, our environmental stewards, and our food processors impact our lives every single day in countless ways, from the food that we eat, to the clothes that we wear, to the ethanol that powers some of our vehicles, and so much more. Agriculture workers are on the front lines of so many challenges of the future, from feeding and growing our population to helping to protect and improve the environment. And we're grateful that you all are engaged in this work. Our communities need well-educated agriculture workers to solve the problems in our time, and your work will help to ensure that we are ready for anything that the future may hold. And I know that you are in good hands, and I know that we are in good hands. No matter what your next steps look like, I want you to all know that the Department of Education in the state of Minnesota is fully committed to your success. Finally, I'm going to ask our teachers and advisors to stand, please. Where are you? If you don't mind staying standing just for a minute, I want you all to be able to look around the room, because I want to extend my deepest thank you and gratitude to our educators, our staff, and our advisors who are working to lift all of you up as our young leaders. Over the past 2 years, our educators and advisors have been asked to do so much more than their fair share, and they've done so with grace and humility. They have been such a source of comfort, of hope, and for security of our students and our families as we've all navigated these challenges. And your service to our communities is nothing short of inspirational and inspiring. Thank you so very much. Can you all join me again in a round of applause? Thank you. I want to congratulate you all again, all that you have achieved. Thank you for your commitment to your communities. Thank you for your commitment to agriculture. Thank you for living and thriving in the area and the organization of FFA. Every single day we know and we acknowledge that the work that is done in the agriculture field alongside of our educators is incredibly important, and you are making a difference. I am so grateful that our outlook is so positive because of you as leaders. Again, I just want to say that we truly hope that you enjoy and savor your time here at the convention, and hopefully that we are able to support you as you take your next steps into whatever it is that you'd like to accomplish. I'm excited for all that lies ahead of you. Thank you, everyone.
Oops, Commissioner. Oops. Thank you so much, Commissioner, for joining us here today. As FFA members, we know how crucial your work is. We appreciate all that you do to advocate for education and career and technical organizations. So thank you so much. One more time, let's give it up for our Commissioner of Education, Heather Mueller. Our next guest is also someone who would definitely ace Ag Ed Trivia, representing our very own Minnesota Agricultural Education Leadership Council, who just so happens to be this session's sponsor. Please help us welcome Miss Sarah Dornick to the stage.
Hello, Minnesota FFA. On behalf of the entire Mailsy Board, I'd like to extend our sincere congratulations on another successful year. We are beyond excited to celebrate with you in person, where we get to reflect on the past year, recognize achievements of our student leaders, and thank the many sponsors and supporters who give both time and funding to make FFA the premier youth organization in our school. We are especially grateful to sponsor this session in honoring our FFA's leaders, volunteers, teachers, and most importantly, the FFA members being recognized for their exceptional efforts. These students are the reasons why Mailsy supports agricultural education and the FFA. We believe in the work students do both in and out of the classroom to become community leaders and advocates for the agriculture, food, and natural resources industry. Mailsy would especially like to recognize the agriculture teachers and FFA advisors that work every day to provide classroom instruction, leadership experiences, and opportunities to prepare students for future careers. It is especially exciting to recognize the future agriculture teachers and hope some of you in the audience consider taking the same career path. Make sure you take the time to thank your advisor for all their efforts and support throughout the entire year. Finally, we hope you take in everything that this FFA convention has to offer and that it reinvigorates you to thrive in the future. A special thank you to the FFA state staff and student leaders who have made this event happen. Thank you, congratulations, and have a great rest of your convention.
Thank you so much, Sarah, for all of your kind remarks today and, of course, your session sponsorship. We appreciate all that you do to help support Minnesota FFA and agricultural education. Thank you so much for all of your support. Sharing key priorities with Mailsy is the Minnesota FFA Foundation. Ms. Val Arsvald is a former ag teacher and current foundation director of our Minnesota FFA Foundation Board. Val is especially excited to be here today to share with us the Foundation's key priority of helping to support the development of future agricultural educators. Please help welcome Ms. Val Arsvald to the stage.
It is an honor to share a few comments today in saluting our teachers. Teachers, we appreciate you. Prior to being the executive director of the Minnesota FFA Foundation, I had the privilege to be a teacher just as you are. First in the community of Wilmer, and thank you, Region 5, and then in the community of Plainview, now Plainview, Elgin, Millville. So we are so, why thank you. We are so appreciative of all that you as teachers do each and every day. When I reflect back on my time as a Goodhue FFA member, it was because of my teacher, Mr. Lee Thompson, that the door in the world opened up to me as a student. And I am hopeful that our work with the Minnesota FFA Foundation does just that we can support you as students through your teachers. We at the foundation have a rich history of supporting agricultural educators. We have done this through scholarships so that these individuals will obtain their four-year degree. And in the last a decade and a half, we have done it through supporting student teachers, participating and providing sponsorship dollars for FAST symposiums, and going along the way to help provide the support that these young people and second career people have in entering the profession of agricultural education. Teacher preparation is so important to us that it's one of our 4 main areas that we support. Those 4 areas include scholarship, youth leadership, teacher preparation, and the State FFA Convention. So on behalf of all of the Minnesota FFA Foundation Board of Trustees, myself and Amanda Summers, we salute you. We are proud of you as our teachers, and we wish you the very best as you finish out not only this State FFA Convention, but this school year. So on behalf of all of us, a sincere and heartfelt thank you.
Thank you, Val, for your support of Egg Teachers and Minnesota FFA. As we know, every FFA story begins with a teacher, and today we have the opportunity to celebrate some students that have committed to being the future of agriculture education. Let's celebrate the students who have signed on to make the promises of FFA possible by committing to their future careers as Egg Teachers and FFA advisors. Thank you to each of you for your commitment to helping future agriculture education students find their passion and develop skills for a successful future. Let's give them a round of applause.
My name is Jace Katzung. I'm a member of the Owatonna FFA chapter, and I'm attending UW River Falls.
Thank you. I am Adam Castle from the Red Valley FFA chapter, and I plan to attend SMSU.
My name is Kaylee Steele. I'm from Liston Altura FFA chapter, and I'm attending SDSU.
I'm Katie Ketchum. I'm from the Liston Altura FFA chapter, and I'm undecided.
My name is Mackenzie Olson. I'm from the Fisher FFA chapter, and I'm going to NDSU.
My name is Meta Tavis. I'm from the Jackson County Central FFA chapter, and I'm going to SDSU.
My name is Grace Mortensen. I'm from the Morris Area FFA chapter, and I'm going to NDSCS.
I'm Chloe Bowl from the Crookston FFA chapter, and I'm undecided.
I'm Faith Morris. I'm going to be attending the University of Minnesota Crookston, and I'm from the Deer River FFA chapter.
My name is Mallory Gartner. I'm in the Maple River FFA chapter, and I will be attending the University of Wisconsin River Falls.
I'm Brody Erickson. I'm from the Stortville FFA chapter, and I'm going to North Dakota State University.
My name is Tyler Biss. I'm part of the West Central Area FFA chapter, and I'll be attending North Dakota State University.
Hi, my name is Hannah Obua. I'm from the Monoman FFA chapter, and I will be attending the University of Minnesota Crookston.
I'm Hannah Meyer. I'm from the United South Central FFA chapter, and I'm going to SMSU.
Hey y'all,
I'm Gabby Wills. I am from the Brainerd FFA chapter, and I will be going to the University of Wisconsin River Falls.
My name is Wesley Sierra, and I'm from the Brand Evansville FFA chapter, and I will be attending South Dakota State University.
Hi, my name is Emma Kubal. I'm from the Waterville Elysian Morristown FFA chapter, and I'm going to the University of Wisconsin River Falls.
I'm Ava Goddage from the Foley FFA chapter, and I'll be attending University of Wisconsin River Falls.
My name is Jesse Sheffers, and I'm from the Foley FFA chapter, and I'm going to University of Wisconsin River Falls.
My name is Ella Feldman. I'm from the Randolph FFA chapter, and I will be attending South Dakota State University.
Hello, my name is Brooke Morris. I am from the Minnesota FFA chapter, and I will be attending South Dakota State University.
Hi, I'm Kaylee Rudolph of the Royalton FFA chapter, and I'm attending Southwest Minnesota State University.
Thank you for each of your commitment to helping future agriculture education students find their passion and develop skills for a successful future career. One more round of applause.
All right, Bailey. So I just had the best idea for our next competition.
Really?
I think we should have a yodeling contest. Yodel-a-hee-hoo.
I appreciate the effort, but I think an animal calling competition would be much more fitting. Let's welcome our contestants to the stage.
All right, so representing our state officers, we have Nicole Koziolek. Representing our FFA members, we have Brady Gifford from RTR. And representing our FFA advisors, we have Mr. Nathan Anderson from Watertown Mayor.
In this competition, you will select a card from a hand and must imitate that animal's call to the best of your ability, whatever it takes. When you are all done calling, you, the audience, will cheer as I hold a hand above their head, and that will determine the winner. You guys ready? All right.
All right, let's start with our state officer, Nicole. Are you ready?
Quack, 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 quack.
All right, these are some pretty good animal calls. You guys have a hard decision to make.
All right, ready, audience.
Bailey, I don't know. What do you think?
I think that's pretty clear.
Yeah, I think our FFA advisors will win this competition. All right. You know, that was definitely a better idea than my yodeling contest. And even though our next group of students didn't have to show off their superb animal calls, they definitely know a thing or two about livestock and their animals. They've put in days, weeks, even years into their supervised agricultural experiences and are sure to see their hard work pay off as a result. Let's welcome the students who have achieved top honors with their work in animal systems.
Agri-science projects in the area of animal systems tackle questions about health, nutrition, genetics, and management. They might study effects of hormones on meat and milk production or research disease control. Division 1 recognizes individual projects from grades 7 and 8. In 2022, our top students are: third place from AFSA FFA is Rosalie Bjornstead. In second place, Ellie Bestke from Kirkhoven Murdoch Sunberg. And first goes to Catherine Foster of the Academy for Sciences and Agriculture FFA chapter. Catherine's project explored fish and their interaction with living or artificial plant life. Congratulations! Division 3 challenges individual researches in grades 9 or 10. In third place is Marin Canot from Tracy Area FFA. Second place is Tyler Courtney from the Academy for Science and Agriculture FFA. And first place is Belinda Napier from the AFSA FFA chapter, whose project focused on feeding horses. Way to go, Taylor. Division 5 highlights the achievements of individuals in grades 11 and 12. In third place, Julia Carlson, Kirkhoven Murdoch Sunberg. Second place goes to Lee Curry from the Academy for Sciences and Agriculture FFA chapter. And we are proud to celebrate Caleb Smith from the Southwest Metro FFA chapter for their work studying the use of oral sucrose to reduce adverse reactions during comical medical procedures in rabbits. Congratulations! Proficiency Awards recognize years of effort building a supervised agriculture experience. Students focusing on projects in animal systems hone compassion, responsibility, technical skills, and business savvy. The Agri-Science Research Animal Systems Proficiency spotlights students who have excelled in answering questions within the realm of animal science. In 2022, this award is sponsored by the Department of Animal Science at the University of Minnesota. Our top students are, in third place, from Staples Motley, Allison Olander. In second place, Colton Converse from Staples Motley FFA. And our state winner for 2022, also from Staples Motley, is Caden Mrazek. Caden's project studied the efficiency of livestock bedding in an environment both with and without livestock. Congratulations, Caden. The beef production proficiency winners use the best management practices available to efficiently produce and market beef. Entrepreneurship students have made their projects work for them. This year's award is sponsored by Greg, Karen, and Nick Gosson, and our 2022 finalists are: third place, Mason Grams from Buffalo Lake Hector Stewart FFA. Second is Addison Hillman from Brainerd FFA, which makes Taylor Lasek from Russell Tyler Ruffton FFA our state winner. Taylor's project includes management and care of her own Hereford cattle herd. Congratulations, Taylor. Students competing for the Hormel Foods sponsored Beef Production Placement Proficiency have put beef management practices to work on herds they don't own. Our top students are: third place, Lillian Dossie, Sibley East FFA. Second, Ashley Ulrich, Maple River FFA. And the state winner is Landon Decker from St. Charles FFA. Landon helps in the management of Decker Farms and Kaler Cattle Company. Congratulations, Landon. If you love show whites, ice cream, or anything with the word latte in it, our next group of students are the ones who make it happen. Dairy production entrepreneurs have built up herds that have truly paid off. This area is sponsored by Minnesota Select Sires. Our top students are: third place, Buck Oltenbruns, Kenyon Wanamingo FFA. Second is Brooke Bauer of Hayfield FFA, which means Afton Nelson of the Glencoe Silver Lake FFA chapter is our 2022 state winner. Afton's project includes the management of their very own brown Swiss herd, which they have grown over the years. Congratulations, Afton. Many dairy students get their start contributing to operations they don't own, and our next finalists have earned state finalist status in dairy production placement doing exactly that. Sponsored by Midwest Dairy Association, 2022 winners are: third place, Evelyn Scheffler from Kenyon Wanamingo FFA. Second place is Andrew Tim, Southland FFA. And our state winner is Anna Kraus from Redwood Valley FFA. Anna's project focuses on her employment at a local dairy farm and assisting her neighbor, where her jobs include milking, feeding, dehorning, castration, movement of cattle, and helping to pregnancy check the cows. Congratulations! Diversified livestock production projects showcase students who are passionate about more than one breed of animal. These students master health, nutrition, breeding, and marketing. Sponsored by the Minnesota Veterinary Medical Foundation, the 2022 winners are: third place, Kira Pikula, Eden Valley Watkins FFA. Second place is Wyatt Glessing of Howard Lake Waverly Winstead FFA. And representing Minnesota at Nationals this fall will be our state winner, Lynn Larson from Medford FFA. Lynn raises sheep and goats and has evolved her family's work to begin including a new type of show lamb as part of the family's operation. Congratulations, Lynn. Equine science students train and care for horses in a variety of settings and for a variety of purposes, but they all have gained confidence and skill along the way. Equine Science Entrepreneurship recognizes students that own their enterprise and is sponsored by Zinpro. And the finalists are: in third place, Katie Van Pelt from Austin FFA. Second place, Morgan Delaney, Stillwater FFA. And first place goes to Riley Erickson from the Hancock FFA chapter. Riley's project includes her business of the buying, selling, showing, and training of registered quarter horses. She originally started her project to train horses, but soon evolved into the idea of selling so that she could give her horses a bright future through equestrians across the country. Congratulations, Riley. The Placement Area Award for Equine Science is sponsored by the Minnesota Veterinary Medical Foundation. These students have worked to help larger operations succeed in breeding, marketing, and training horses. This year's finalists are: third place, Madeline Dubke, Mankato FFA. Second place, Cadence Karen from Eden Valley Watkins FFA. And congratulations to our state winner, Eleanor Wessler from New London Spicer FFA. Eleanor works for a horse boarding facility where she trains horses to be show ready and prepared for marathon driving competitions. Congratulations, Eleanor. Goat production is sponsored by Minnesota Veterinary Medical Foundation and represents a growing industry in Minnesota agriculture as consumers seek different products at market. Both dairy and meat goats are considered as part of this proficiency area. 2022 state winners include: in third place, Grace Bayroll, Howard Lake Waverly Winstead FFA. Second goes to Matthew Lingbeck from Kirkhoven Murdoch Sunberg FFA. And our state winner advancing to national competition is Anna Ridenauer of Triton FFA. Anna's project includes her responsibilities in the care and management of her family's boar goat herd. Anna cares for goats and kids as she assists with kidding, feeding, and selling of goats. Congratulations, Anna. Minnesota's poultry industry is one of the top-ranked in the nation, so it's no surprise there are many talented FFA members mastering animal care, biosecurity, and marketing of turkey, chicken, and other fowl. Sponsored by the Minnesota Poultry Federation, our top poultry production students are: in third place, Ellen Warren of Howard Lake Waverly Winstead FFA. Second place is Maren Canot, Tracy FFA. And first place goes to Adam Johnson, Sleepy Eye FFA. Adam has created his own business raising multiple batches of Cornish cross chickens each year and is responsible for nutrition, animal care, and marketing. Congratulations, Adam. The James E. and Nancy L. Young's Proficiency Fund sponsors the Sheep Production Proficiency Award in order to recognize students who have passionately raised sheep for the show ring, wool production, and for market. Our 2022 winners include: third place goes to Wesley Sierra of Brandon Evansville FFA. Second place is Lynn Larson, Medford FFA. And our state winner there is Jonathan Gothji from Eden Valley, Watkins FFA. Jonathan's SAE began when he was given 2 lambs from his neighbor, which has since evolved into his own ewe and lamb herd. Congratulations, Jonathan. Small animal production and care is sponsored by the Minnesota Veterinary Medical Foundation. Students in this proficiency area produce and market or provide services caring for the well-being of animals not traditionally considered livestock. They may breed rabbits, care for animals in an animal shelter, or groom dogs, but they certainly have mastered skills in animal science. Our state finalists are: third place is Mallory Hicks from Tracy Area FFA. In second, we have Annika Hook, also from Tracy Area FFA. And Elise Betcher from Glencoe Silver Lake is our state winner. Elise works at the dog breeder Sandy Creek Aussies, where she started as a caretaker before working her way into the areas of more extensive care and evaluation. Way to go, Elise! Specialty Animal Production is an award area designed to recognize students with projects working with animals not otherwise featured throughout the Animal Systems Award. Sponsored by Ralco, this area allows the recognition of work with alligators, mink, alpacas, and more. 2022 state winners are, in second place, Ryan Jurek from Rochester FFA. And our state winner is Elizabeth Schmeg from Glencoe Silver Lake FFA. Elizabeth's project includes the care, feeding, training, and showing of a local reindeer herd. Congratulations, Elizabeth! Swine Production Proficiency Awards recognize students who apply the best management practices available to efficiently produce and market swine and their raw products. Sponsored by Christensen Farms, the 2022 entrepreneurship finalists are: third place, Kane Purdy from Alden Conger FFA. Second place, Isaac Lent from Sleepy Eye FFA. Which means first place is Lincoln Orada from the Redwood Valley FFA chapter. Lincoln has been able to continually manage and grow his herd project through making management decisions, caring for animals, and marketing meat products. Way to go, Lincoln! Swine Production Placement is also sponsored by Christensen Farms and features students who have become integral parts of larger teams working for an employer in the area of swine production. Our top students are, in third place, Bryn Lazinski, McCrae FFA. Second place is Lauren Dolziel from Redwood Valley FFA. And our 2022 state winner is Landon Sahari from Maple River FFA. Landon's experience includes everything from chores, loading, vaccinating, and feeding of both nursery and finisher pigs. Congratulations, Landon. Our final animal science system winner is in the area of veterinary science. Sponsored by the Minnesota Veterinary Medical Foundation, Cameron Beckman from the Huron Lake Okabena FFA chapter became our state winner through her work at the Worthington Veterinary Medical Center as a kennel attendant. Cameron's responsibilities includes the care of dogs through walking, feeding, and cleaning of kennels and equipment. Congratulations, Cameron, and to each of our top students in the Animal Systems Pathways.
Let's get one more round of applause to all of our winners in Animal Systems. And now, please help welcome Raina Bowen and Libby Johnson to the stage for a special introduction.
Hi, my name is Libby Johnson. And my name is Raina Bowen. And we have known Kyle since elementary school and have been in FFA with Kyle since 7th grade.
Throughout the years, we have shared many crazy moments together. In life, like when someone in 2nd grade set the bathroom garbage can on fire.
Or when we watched a janitor fall off the roof of our high school.
We have also had especially crazy moments in FFA, like when we were constantly losing track of Kyle in Indianapolis.
Or when we would miss our CDE competitions because our advisor just had to stop for caribou coffee. No matter what happened, though, we always had each other. We were each other's biggest supporters.
And rivals.
Since Kyle started his FFA journey, he has put everything into supporting his team, chapter, region, and state.
I have never met anyone more driven than Kyle. We are so proud of him and how far he has come, and we cannot wait to see what he will continue to do.
It is our honor to introduce our bestie and your Minnesota FFA treasure as he presents his retiring address. Everyone's moment to shine, Kyle Thomas.
Everybody get up, it's time to slam now. We got the real jam going down. Welcome to the Space Jam. Here's your chance, do your dance at the Space Jam. Alright.
Picture this. The date, March 4th, 2021. The time, it's 7 o'clock. Where? My high school gym, also known as The Rock. The occasion, it's senior night. Throughout my entire life, I had dreamed of a moment playing for my school's basketball team. I will admit, I was never the best basketball player, but I still had a lot of fun. And this was my moment to shine because it was the very first time that I got to hear my name in the starting lineup along with the rest of my teammates. My senior class was made up of 6 of my teammates and our team manager, Colton. Now, I've known Colton for quite some time because he and my brother had grown up competing together as teammates in the Special Olympics, and we had grown a pretty special bond with each other. And as team manager, Colton loved his job. But more importantly, he loved hanging out with the boys. Now, don't be fooled. Colton may have been our team manager, but the man had an insane ability to shoot the basketball from anywhere on the court. When he wasn't busy with his manager duties at practice, Colton would be standing off on the side court, just shooting the basketball from anywhere, and it would go in. And at halftimes of our games, Colton would be standing at half court, just knocking down basket after basket, soon getting the nickname the half-court killer. And before our game on senior night, my teammates and I knew that we wanted to give Colton a moment to shine as well. He had worked so hard for us all season, and we wanted to give him a moment in the spotlight. So he suited up his favorite number 23 jersey, and with 4 minutes left in the game, Colton got to check in with us, and the crowd went crazy. But before that happened, there was another 32 minutes a game that needed to be played, and we as teammates knew that we had to put in the work in order to give Colton a chance to play with us. We had to use our light to shine for others. But what does it mean to shine for others and to give them opportunities? As leaders, it is our job to bring people into the spotlight and call out the greatness in them. I want everyone to think of a time where someone has done something for you. Someone who has given you an opportunity to shine. And to think about how that felt. That someone went out of their way so that you too could feel valued and appreciated. And by contrast, think of the times where you've been left behind, standing in the shadows while others shine bright. Odds are that we felt this way too. I know I have from time to time. It feels pretty awful to not be seen or heard. But every day there are those around us that feel that exact same way, yet we can't see their light because they haven't had a chance to shine themselves. Instead, we must choose to shine our light on others and bring them into the spotlight. And by bringing other people into the spotlight, our lights don't become any dimmer. In fact, leadership is never about how much time we get in the spotlight, but rather how we use that spotlight for others. All right, let's go back to senior night. My teammates and I each had our moments to shine, and now it was Colton's. But getting him in the game wasn't out of pity or a need to get him to play, but rather because Colton had an incredible gift to show to the world. I know that I couldn't do this. Now, for those of you saying, pure luck, I bet he couldn't do it again. Wrong. You guys, he's called the half-court killer for a reason. Here's what happened at the buzzer. You should have seen the smile on that man's face after draining those 2 baskets. And that's exactly what happens when we give others a moment to shine. Colton took his talents in that moment and made it his time. All right, that's one moment. But what happens when we all collectively use our lights to shine for others? I want everyone to please take out their phones, turn on the flashlight, and put it down so we can't see it quite yet. When we shine a light on ourselves, we can see that light. Others can see that light, but others will still sit in the shadows. Look around us. In this room alone, there are so many people who are worthy of shining. All it takes is for someone else to use their light to shine for others. Colton Stroh, please stand and shine your light. Colton spent so much of his time for me and my teammates without the promise that he would see a light in return. But when we create those small moments for others, our lights become a little brighter and our lives become a lot better. Let's go back to that question. What happens when we all collectively use our lights to shine for others? Everyone, please shine your lights. Look around us. It's okay to shine on our own and to see our own lights, but we should recognize that when we shine our light on others, every single person gets to shine. We can create a world where each of us uses our lights to shine for others no matter our differences because our lights were created to shine. All right, lights back down. We all have the ability to shine for others, whether we see that light or not. The potential is right there, but we must choose to use it for others. How will you shine for others? These acts can be as simple as hey, how's your day going? What can I do for you? And start up a meaningful conversation with them, to giving someone else the chance to take the buzzer beater shot on senior night. No matter how bright our lights are, we all have the ability to create opportunities for others so that they too can shine, because this is everyone's moment to shine.
Thank you for always reminding us to shine our light on others. You've never failed to bring your excitement, love for dogs, and pride for who you are to every moment. And just this once for you, Sky Yuma. Minnesota FFA, love Wyatt, Nicole, Bailey, Anna, and Emily. Minnesota FFA, our friend, and your 2021-22 state treasurer, Kyle Thomas.
I'm not much of a game show person. I far prefer a competition show like America's Got Talent. What's not to love about watching people showcase what makes them thrive? let's welcome to the stage the next student, the next Minnesota FFA Talent Act, like they just got the golden buzzer.
Hey everybody, I'm Maddie Magus and I'm from the Cedar Mountain FFA chapter, and today I'm going to be performing Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Elvis Presley.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall I stay? Would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Oh, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, like a river flows surely to the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Oh, take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Oh, for I can't help falling in love with you.
Thank you, everybody.
Let's give it up one more time for that last talent act. One game show that I used to watch with my family as a kid was the Wheel of Fortune. And one key component of this game show was the gigantic, well-rounded wheel. And speaking of well-rounded, these national chapter recipients have to be well-rounded in their skills and abilities to receive this award. The National Chapter Award highlights areas of developing leaders, growing communities, and strengthening agriculture in chapters from each state. Each year, chapters can submit applications that showcase a chapter's individuality and work that they do for their members. In Minnesota, we recognize these chapters as recipients of the Superior Chapter Award. They uphold standards of advocacy, leadership, environmental protection, and community development that are all worthy of recognition. Let's welcome these chapters now.
Alden Conger, Buffalo Lake Hector Stewart, Foley, Litchfield, Malacca, Mora, New Ulm, Painesville, Rothsay, St. James, and Southland. Congratulations.
Minnesota's top chapters earn the additional honor of being ranked as gold chapters. These chapters are welcomed into the state and uphold standards of advocacy, leadership, environmental protection, and they are welcomed into National Convention for the opportunity to compete to receive their award at the National FFA Convention. Let's welcome these chapters.
Academy for Sciences and Agriculture, Crookston, Dassel Cokato, Mountain Lake, Nevis, Plainview, Elgin, Millville, Randolph, and Thief River Falls. Congratulations.
This brings us to the top 10 chapters in the entire state of Minnesota. In alphabetical order, they are
Chatfield, Eden Valley Watkins, Forest Lake, Glencoe Silver Lake, Howard Lake, Waverly Winstead,
Scoot over.
Princeton, Redwood Valley, Sleepy Eye, Staples Motley, and Tracy Area. Congratulations.
As one of the most impressive honors we can bestow, we will reveal the results of our premier chapter during tomorrow's afternoon session. But for now, we will share the top 3 chapters from which our top honor will be selected. Our top 3 chapters are
Sleepy Eye, Staples Motley, and Chatfield. Congratulations. Let's hear it one more time for each of our superior and gold ranked chapters.
Next, please help me welcome Jay Dickey and Michaela Hall to the podium for a very special introduction.
Hello, I am Michaela Hall. When I started college and became Nicole's roommate, it was evident that she prioritized her FFA responsibilities, wanted to succeed in the classroom, and loved getting to know the people around her. We both show animals and have a competitive spirit. Thankfully, she shows pigs and I show horses, so we will never have to face each other in the show ring. We make time for late-night ice cream runs, which we balance out with early morning trips to the gym. Nicole and I have had to face some difficult events in the past year, and I'm thankful we were able to be there for each other during those times.
I am Jay Dickey, Nicole's cousin. I prefer to call her Nikki, which is a privilege she has only granted to the members of my family. Growing up, Nikki and I spent a lot of time together riding in the combine and bickering about who got to sit in the buddy seat. Back then, Nikki was shy both around people and animals. I would like to think it was me who brought Nikki out of her shell, but I know it was really the FFA organization that helped Nikki grow into the confident person she is. Today, Michaela and I are honored to introduce to you, for her retiring address, Everyday Grit, your 2021-2022 State FFA Secretary, Nicole Koziolek.
I was the slowest reader in my class. I went to tutor upon tutor, completed reading program after reading program, but nothing seemed to help. Homework took hours to complete, and I was always the last one to finish a test. I got good grades, but it's because I worked harder than all of my friends to make that happen. My school nights were not spent watching TV or playing. They were spent on homework. And my summers were spent in reading camps, as we call them. No matter how hard I tried or how many hours I studied, reading never got easier. On September 12th, 2018, I learned from an eye specialist that I have an eye disorder called convergence excess. Let me explain. Most people's eyes nicely meet in the middle when focusing on anything close up, reading a book, writing in a journal, or looking at our phones. My eyes don't. When I look at anything close up, my eyes crossed, creating a double image, and it took energy and concentration to create that single image. Reading was exhausting and time-consuming. We all learn how to read starting in kindergarten, but it wasn't until my junior year of high school that I got an answer to something I had been struggling with most of my life. The diagnosis led to 5 months of vision therapy and daily exercises to retrain my eyes. It was incredibly difficult, but I knew that I had to put in the time and effort to improve. The exercises helped a lot, but they didn't eliminate convergence excess. They simply gave me the tools to use my eyes correctly. I learned that the solution was not a magical pill or a surgery that hasn't been invented yet. The solution is putting in the time and effort, day after day. I believe one of the most important things we can do in life is show up every day and put in that work for ourselves, at school, in our FFA chapters, at work, and especially in the relationships that are most important to us. That's what it means to have grit. Being gritty is not trendy, and it is not flashy. It's a mental edge. It's a mental toughness. It's the ability to know where you're going and to stay with those goals despite adversity, those unavoidable life challenges that we all experience. It's the ability to stay on course despite setbacks. Grit is about attitude, effort, and preparation. It's not about our circumstances. I keep my show pigs in my grandpa's old dairy barn on the farm. While doing chores, I often think of Grandpa and how he showed up every day. He milked 75 cows for over 50 years, and most of the extra help he got was from Grandma, my mom, or her sister. Of course, they did a lot of work, but Grandpa was the main guy. He loved milking and never complained. It didn't matter if it was really hot or freezing cold, if milk prices were high or low, or if he was feeling good or fighting the common cold. He showed up every single day for himself and his family. Now I see these same traits in my cousin Charlie. He's a fourth-generation dairy farmer and farms with his parents. I have never heard Charlie complain, even on the hard days. And trust me, I know there are hard days. Some days a piece of equipment breaks down, a cow gets sick, or a calf doesn't make it through the night. It doesn't matter what your job is, there will be days that won't go as planned. Those are the days we need grit. Grit isn't measured in one day, but rather demonstrated over a lifetime. When have we seen grit in the world around us? If you train your eyes just right to those successful people in your life, I promise you'll find grit. We all know people who show up, put in the work, and don't complain. They could be a parent, a sibling, or a teacher. They can be in any job or role. Maybe it's a surgeon performing an 8-hour surgery, or a fireman has 50 pounds on his back answering a call. It's anyone that, despite their own circumstances and hardships, does what's necessary to succeed. When have you used grit in your life? We all need grit to see through those day-to-day challenges and those defining moments in our life. November 11th, 2021. Another date I won't forget. I was alone in my hotel room in Kansas City when I got a phone call from my friend Abby way too late for anything to be good news. I answer. Hello? Nicole? This is Abby. There's been a medical incident and, Carson died tonight. I've been the recipient of bad news in the past. I've lost grandparents and felt like my world has flipped upside down, but nothing compares to the shock I felt in that moment. My ears rang, I was uncertain of where I was, and for a moment, I thought I forgot the English language because the words Abby was saying did not make sense. You see, Carson wasn't old or reckless. He didn't appear sick, and he was my age. We met when we were here at the University of Minnesota in the fall of 2020. It was at the height of COVID, and with fewer people in the dorm and on campus, those of us that were in the dorm bonded quickly. We did everything together. Ate together, studied together, went to online classes together, went to the gym together. You name it, we did it. Together. Carson was in our group. He was the definition of a good person. He was someone who never limited his joy, his style, or his love. He took a genuine interest in the people around him, and he lit up every room he walked into with the greatest sense of humor. When you think of the traits you want in a great friend, Carson had them all. He showed up every single day for those around him, And for that, we will never forget him. To be honest, I really struggled to work through the pain of Carson's passing, and I still do. I often reflect on who he was and why losing him is so hard. Carson had grit, but he didn't just have the grit to survive, he used it to thrive. There's a saying, no grit, no pearl. You see, every pearl starts with an irritating piece of grit in an oyster, smoothed over layer upon layer with a substance called nacre. When applied in many layers, nacre creates this dazzling, precious, and valuable gem. When I look at my relationship with Carson, I see how he used his grit and how he applied his version of nacre every day. Not only did he focus his eyes on the beautiful, but he showed up every day, and he put in the work to turn his relationships from plain to precious. This realization caused me to ask myself, if I were to die tomorrow, how would I be remembered? And is that how I want to be remembered? Immediately, I thought about FFA, dedication, hard work, grit, if you will. But I realized I want the kind of grit that creates a pearl. I want to be the kind of person who shows up every day for those around her, who's available. I'm still working on showing up for myself, my work, and my people. My aim is to be more like Carson, to use my grit not only in my own accomplishments, but to make my world and my relationships valuable gems. My challenge for each of us is to be gritty and mentally tough. Show up every single day for yourself and those around you. Do it with balance. Grit isn't just about surviving, it's about thriving. Use the constant effort of grit to turn ordinary things into shiny beacons that make our world beautiful and valuable. In life, some days are hard. Some moments are hard. Heck, some seasons and years are hard. But it's grit that helps us see beyond that blurry double vision, to push through the pain and fatigue, allowing us to see what was on that page the entire time.
Nicole, thank you for your devotion to the traditions of FFA and the success of our team. It was your grit that kept us going and your grace that made it so seamless. Thank you for teaching us the importance of giving into our work and never letting us forget to dance a little while we do it. Love, Bailey, Kyle, Anna, Emily, and Wyatt. Minnesota FFA, your state secretary and our friend, Nicole Koziolek. Next up in the biggest game show in Minnesota FFA, we will be graced by another one of our talent competitors. Help me welcome them to the stage.
Hi, my name is Lily Laban, and I'm from Fairmont FFA.
That was some great FFA talent. One more time, one more round of applause for them. Fun fact, I played the cello in 8th grade. I have an idea for our next game. You know how much I love gardening? My favorite gardening tool is a wheelbarrow. It allows me to carry so much soil and so many plants quickly. One could say it makes me very proficient in the garden.
I see what you did there. And you know, I think our next group of students in plant systems, SAEs, would agree that a wheelbarrow is an essential farm or garden tool. These students have put their skills on the roll as they've studied everything from farming to gardening and even the science of plants. But before we recognize these students, Wyatt, we definitely need to hold this competition.
Absolutely.
Let's welcome our next group of contestants to the stage. Start taping over here.
Representing state officers, we have Justin Sharp from the state of Oregon and Ann Simpson from Region 8. Representing our students, we have Leah Hasbargen and Haley Idlebees from the Thief River Falls FFA chapter. And representing our advisors, we have some amazing teachers whose names I don't want to butcher, so I'm going to go over here and ask one more time.
I'm Caleb Stoppelmore from Lewiston, Altura.
Give it up for Lewiston, Altura.
Chloe Anderson from Hillsbeaver Creek.
And Miss Anderson.
Go ahead.
All right, backstage, these teams identified one person to be the wheelbarrow and one person to be the gardener. Their goal is to get from one side of the stage to the other, turn around, and cross the finish line. But here's the catch. If the wheelbarrow's legs hit the floor, they have to start over at the beginning. Are we ready? All right, gardeners, wheelbarrows, get in place.
I'm the finish line. The tape broke.
All right, on your mark, get set, go! You got it. Oh, state officers. Oh!
Let's give it up for all of our contestants. Our state officers are going to take this competition.
Thank you guys so much.
All right, let's give it up one more time for our wheelbarrows as they wheel their way off the stage.
Congratulations.
That was pretty exciting. And now I think it's time to meet the students who are wheeling their way to success through their SAEs. Let's welcome our next group of SAEs in plant systems.
Agri-science projects in the area of plant systems looks at life cycles, classifications, and growth and cultural practices. They may study the effects of heavy metals on growth rates, compare genetically modified organisms and conventional seeds under various conditions, or consider the effect of climate and soil condition on plant growth. Division 1 recognizes individual projects from grades 7 and 8. In 2022, our third place scientist is Mamie Luft from the Kirkhoven-Murdoch-Sundberg FFA. Second place is Daniel Armstrong from Sleepy Eye FFA. And first place from the AFSA FFA chapter is Ayla Tolles. Ayla's project studied alternatives to powdered foods for astronauts by growing food and soil samples from the moon. Wow. Great work, Ayla. Division 2 allows teams of students in grades 7 or 8 to compete together. Our top students in 2022 are, in third place, Ari Kurzmek and Emma Wheelage from Sleepy Eye FFA. In second place, Destiny Dipbenner and Taylor Berkner from Sleepy Eye FFA. And in first place, also from Sleepy Eye FFA, our winners are Yuridia Fernandez and Maria Galvez Camacho. Yuridia and Maria studied the impact of salt on plant growth as a part of their project. Congratulations. Division 3 recognizes individual researchers in grades 9 or 10. And third place is Cameron Stagman from Wasika. Second place is Tobias Twist, AFSA FFA. And first place goes to Alex Harstead from the Academy for Sciences and Agriculture. Alex's project focused on plant propagation. Way to go, Alex. Division 5 highlights the achievements of individuals in grades 11 and 12. In 2022, our top students are, in third place, Jacob Walsh from the Kirkhoven-Murdoch-Sundberg FFA. In second place, Simeon Rinney from the AFSA FFA. And the first place winner is George Senator from the Academy for Sciences and Agriculture. George evaluated the effect of fertilizer macronutrient ratios on plant growth. Excellent work, George, and congratulations to each of our agri-science winners. Plant systems proficiency areas range from research to plant production to the application of plant sciences in front yards and golf courses. There's no community in which a plant systems project doesn't bring agriculture to life. The AgriScience Research Integrated Systems Proficiency Area recognizes students for their research projects developing knowledge in areas that combine multiple agricultural areas. This award is sponsored by the Minnesota Grain and Feed Association, and our 2022 winner is the Kirkhoven Murdoch Sunberg's Caitlin Marquardt. Caitlin conducted multiple experiments on exploring the science behind seed germination and food chemistry, and she's seen the firsthand effect of how agriculture intersects with human use. Congratulations, Caitlin. The AgriScience Research Plant Proficiency Area recognizes students for their research projects studying plant cycles, functions, and practices of plant systems. This award area is sponsored by the Minnesota Soybean Council, and our 2022 winners are, in second place, Liliana Wilhelmi, Academy for Sciences and Agriculture, and our state winner is George Senator from the Academy for Sciences and Agriculture. George's projects study the effects of Wi-Fi signals on plant growth, as well as establish 2 additional research projects focused on the impact of other variables on plants. Congratulations, George. The Diversified Agricultural Production Proficiency Area recognizes students managing both livestock and crop production as a part of their supervised agricultural experience. This award area is sponsored by Peterson Farms, and our top students are, in third place, Daniel Muchler from the United South Central FFA. In second place, Mason Sturvner from the United South Central FFA. And the state winner is Adam Hicks from the Tracy Area FFA. Adam works on his family farm where he makes hay, operates equipment, applies fertilizer, and installs and maintains drainage tile. His well-rounded skill set makes him a trusted and productive part of his family's farm. Congratulations, Adam. Students competing for the Land O'Lakes-sponsored Diversified Crop Entrepreneurship Proficiency have established multiple green thumbs from producing and marketing crops from 2 or more areas. Our top students are, in third place, Adam Hicks from Tracy Area. Second place, Calden Hooper from United South Central. And Emily Nelson from Pipestone Area FFA is our 2022 state winner. Emily co-manages 41.5 acres of farmland on a rotation of crop and soybeans. She makes choices to determine if seed selection, fertilizer use, soil management, and the selling of her harvest. Congratulations, Emily. Diversified Crop Production Placement studies students who contribute to the production of multiple crop areas without requiring ownership of the enterprise. This area is sponsored by the Minnesota Corn Growers Association. Our state winners are, in third place, Eric Melberg from the Atwater Cosmos Grove FFA. Second place, Kyle Hagan, Glencoe Silver Lake. And first place, Mason Sturvner from the United South Central FFA. Mason partners with his family on a 1,600-acre corn and soybean farm. In his role, he runs equipment, hauls grain, applies fertilizer, and keeps farm records, assuring the farm is efficient and profitable. Great work, Mason. Diversified horticulture includes the management and production of a combined of row crops, greenhouses, nurseries, and more. Sponsored by Compeer Financial Services, our state winner is Ariana Larson from United South Central FFA. Ariana is passionate for caring for plants that are grown indoors and outdoors. She manages multiple gardens, propagates plants, and manages schedules and inventories. Congratulations. Fiber and oil crop production includes the management and production of crops such as cotton, hemp, soybeans, sunflowers, or even spearmint. Sponsored by the Minnesota Soybean Council, our top students are, in third place, Carter Hartz from the Hills Beaver Creek FFA. Second place is Clay Hansen from Crookston FFA. And first place is Calden Hooper from United South Central FFA. Working alongside his grandfather and father, Calden helps produce 1,500 acres of soybeans while maintaining 36 acres of his own. Additionally, he custom plants, harvests, and sprays 5,000 acres for neighboring farms. Congratulations, Calden. Students producing alfalfa, clover, corn, or grass silage are earning credibility within the area of forage production. This proficiency area is sponsored by Corteva, and the finalists include, in third place, Brooke Converse, Staples Motley. Second place, Caden Hughes from McCrae. And first place is Aiden Barlow from the Howard Lake Waverly Winstead FFA. Aiden works at his grandfather's farm to help produce forages for their dairy cattle herd, doing everything from cutting to raking to baling. He also works for a custom hay company hauling haylage or corn silage. Congratulations, Aiden. The Fruit Production Proficiency Area celebrates FFA members owning or working for businesses producing and marketing fruits and nuts. This award area is sponsored by Mintex, and our 2022 state winner is Madeline Schumacher from the Huron Lake Okabena FFA chapter. Madeline has worked on her family's strawberry farm and has become a partner in her brother's added value service of offering picking services to customers. She used flexibility and problem solving to keep this service relevant and safe during the pandemic. Great work, Madeline. Students competing for the Corteva-sponsored Grain Production Proficiency are producing corn, barley, oats, wheat, rice, and more. Our top students are, in third place, Mason Sturvner from the United South Central FFA. Second place, Calden Hooper from the United South Central FFA. And first place is Corey Watlins from the Staples Motley FFA. Corey works alongside his dad and grandpa to help run their crop farm. Corey's responsibilities include driving grain carts, moving equipment, maintenance, and setting up the combine. Congratulations, Corey. The award area for landscape management is sponsored by AgriBank. These students plant and maintain plants and shrubs, landscape, hardscape, install sprinklers, and more. This year's winners are, in third place, Kira Schultz from United South Central FFA. Second place is Connor Ballman from Goodhue FFA. And first place is Jacob Price from Sleepy Eye FFA. Jake grew his land care business, managing both residential and municipal clients. His work includes maintaining and transporting equipment, mowing lawns and trimming lawns, and maintaining relationships and records. Congratulations, Jacob. Nursery operations projects grow, market, and sell vegetable starter plants, trees for the purpose of transplanting or propagation, or ornamental plants. This area is sponsored by Ziegler Ag Group. Our top students are, in second place, Devin Weiser from the United South Central FFA. And first place is Emily Schmiesing from Wabasso FFA. Schmiesing Flower Farm includes 3 greenhouses and a head house that sells 100,000 plants per year. She readies greenhouses and planting mediums, transports plugs, maintains plant health, and meets customer needs through displays, marketing, and sales. Congratulations, Emily. Specialty crop production includes sugar beets, edible beans, specialty corn, and gourds, or grass seed production, sunflowers, and floriculture. Sponsored by Charles and Barb Melberg, our top students are, in third place, Ali Stetzel from the United South Central FFA. Second place is Saxon Melberg from the Buffalo Lake Hector Stewart FFA. And first place is Ryan Hoven from the Ada Borup West FFA. Ryan's SAE includes his work working on 2 sugar beet farms in northwestern Minnesota. Ryan's farm has grown from daily chores and maintenance to running the sugar beet equipment. Ryan hopes to apply his skills by learning about the agribusiness side of farming. Congratulations, Ryan. Turfgrass management is sponsored by the Northland Ford dealers and recognizes FFA members who plant and maintain turf, provide lawn mowing services, support sports fields or golf course management, or produce sod for sale. 2022 state winners are, in third place, Brody Licht from the Wedred Valley FFA chapter. Second place is Cole Stetzel from the Maple River FFA. And first place is Jack Frank, Redwood Valley FFA. Jack and his brother started their very own lawn care business, but now Jack solely maintains the business. His responsibilities include lawn mowing, trimming, cleaning of the trimmings, and keeping records for the business. Congratulations, Jack. Members owning or working for businesses producing unprocessed asparagus, beans, pumpkins, sweet corn, and more can earn proficiency awards in vegetable production. This area is sponsored by Ag Country Farm Credit Services, and the 2022 state winners are, in third place, Hannah Meyer from the United South Central FFA. Second place is Carolyn Reamer from the Howard Lake Waverly Winstead FFA. And the first place is Hallie Poplar from the Howard Lake Waverly Winstead FFA. Hallie manages, conducts maintenance, and harvests her chapter's vegetable garden that supports their community. She's grown from doing basic tasks to now learning how to harvest a wide variety of produce and has spent over 100 hours planting, harvesting, and delivering produce. Congratulations, Hallie. And congratulations to all of our winners in the Plant Systems pathway.
Let's give it up one more time to all of our finalists and winners in Plant Systems. SAEs are a great example of the opportunities that we have in FFA, but none of these opportunities will be possible without the leaders from our FFA Adult Board. These leaders make key management and planning decisions to help make all opportunities possible for our Minnesota FFA members. At this time, let's recognize these outstanding adult leaders.
Our FFA Adult Board of Directors are teachers and representatives of our partner organizations who make the critical decisions that make FFA possible. Let's thank these individuals. Region 1, Whitney Ruprecht. Region 2, Magnus Nelson. Region 3, John Roberts. Region 4, Sina Glessing. Region 5, Kayla Breeny. Region 6, Mary Hoffman. Region 7, Bruce Mathewitz. Region 8, Nikki Flan. Representing school administrators, Dr. Evan Goff. Representing the FFA alumni, Kara Stukup. And representing the foundation, Val Arsvald. Thank you for all that you do. Our CDE committee is a group of teachers from all regions who make decisions to assure our competitions are as fair and high quality as possible. Region 1, Lee Larson. Region 2, Stephen Funk. Region 3, Dwayne Litchie. Region 4, James Winiger. Region 5, Tracy Nelson. Region 6, Jennifer Boersma. Region 7, Mike Sheely. And Region 8, Crystal Brogan. The SAE committee helps to evaluate and guide student-supervised agricultural experiences. Region 1, Trisha Mitchell. Region 2, Jacob Oyster. Region 3, Megan Surft. Region 4, Leanne Pitzrak. Region 5, Crystal Williamson. Region 6, Jessica Daberco. Region 7, Dan Dilla. And Region 8, Stacy Fritz. Regional advisors help region teams deliver programs year after year, and they're key adults to make sure conferences, competitions, and banquets happen successfully. While some regions have more than one advisor, we're recognizing just the primary advisor on stage this afternoon. Region 1, Amanda Thorsvig. Region 2, Sean Linder. Region 3, Nick Milbrandt. Region 4, Jennifer McCulley. Region 5, Jason Stuig. Region 6, Elizabeth Johnson. Region 7, Stephanie Brandt. And Region 8, Sean Erickson. The FFA Foundation Board provides guidance on partnerships, investment, and sponsorships, and is led by a volunteer board that donates their time and expertise. Please help us thank Laura Durbin, Pat Dingles, Val Velde, Paula Moore, Stacy Martin, Patrice Bailey, Peter Grundman, Dr. Francis Homans, Mark Jarek, Jean Johnson, Tim Larson, Natasha Mortensen, Joe Service, Gary Sloan, Jasmine Brett Stringer, Julie Tesh, Matt Voppel, Gary Wordish, Dr. Jane Sheehan, and our very own Emily Mateka. And our final group to thank today is the FFA Foundation's Executive Sponsors Board, key individuals to growing funding and relationships on behalf of FFA members. Please help us thank Gary Sloan, Mark Davis, Jeff Gray, Rod Hebrick, Dan Coles, Dave Ladd, and Bill Stevens. Thank you again for all of our adult leaders and for all of your service over the past year. Your decision-making and your influence have truly provided a platform for our organization to thrive and continue the traditions of years past. We've seen it in our SAE winners, national chapter winners, and countless members from across the state. Thank you again for all that you do.
all of you guys, but I'd say we had some awesome winning moments in today's session. And with our FFA members winning our competition, I'd say you guys have bragging rights for the rest of convention. And even though we don't have a $1 million prize to give you guys, I'd say the $1 million prize was awarded today with all of our winning moments and memories made in today's session. We got to hear from our MALC, meet our Commissioner of Education, see the students who have succeeded in their SAEs, heard our National Chapter Award winners, finalists, and heard from Kyle and Nicole as they delivered their RAs.
Absolutely. We have seen accounts of students thriving already, but we have a lot more to come. Immediately after session, we will assess quorum and call to order a delegate session. If you do not have students from your chapter in the assigned seating down here, immediately after we adjourn, I need you to come down here, find your region president, and they will tell you where your specific seating is. Just a couple more announcements. If you are not participating in the delegate session, you are definitely able to stay here and watch, as we will quickly have a sound check from our chorus and our band as they prepare for their concert at 5:15. Also, if you are being recognized tonight for any award, but specifically a state degree, a state star, or a state officer candidate, make sure you are in your assigned seats no later than 5:50, and there will be more information in your convention app.
Thrive. It's that feeling when we're starting to see the seeds of tradition turn into something in our own lives. No matter where our feet are planted, we can find support that empowers us to make progress towards our futures in ways that are meaningful and abundant. And there's something uniquely special about the opportunity to see the fruits of our labors in communities that we help to grow. Our world needs us to ambitiously pursue greatness because our personal harvests aren't just for us, they're for everyone. And that is a legacy worth leaving, and one that we have the potential to create. We can choose that moment today and start leaving our legacy no matter what it looks like. And it's time. It's time for each of us to step forward with integrity, responsibility, grit, and hope. It's time for each of us to thrive.
Secretary Koziolek, do you have a record of any further business which should now be transacted?
The chapter delegates that will be part of the business meeting after this session should find their seats on the floor and in those risers immediately after session so that we can start that business session as soon as possible.
Does any member or guest know of any new or unfinished business which should properly come before session at this time? We are now about to adjourn the second general session of the 93rd Minnesota State FFA Convention. As we mingle with others, let us be diligent in labor, just in our dealings, courteous to everyone, and above all, honest and fair in the game of life. Fellow members and guests, please join me in a salute to our flag. Now declare this session adjourned.
Many a dream has died. Like a tree planted by the water, we never will run dry.